I mean, you worked fine the first couple times. Wait, I think we're live. I think we're live. We are live. Yeah. Yes,
Go.
I definitely do. He's good instant teams. He's good. I wish I'd been able to follow with him.
New person.
Um, True, you still there? Oh,
True freaked out for a second.
yeah. Yeah, maybe gonna cut for like a second. Yeah. Where should we- Yes. We're not having.
True. YouTube can't hear you.
Oh my god, seriously?
YouTube can't hear. Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can.
And we can hear
YouTube can't
ourselves.
hear you.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can.
For some reason. I think maybe now. Can you hear me now on YouTube as well? Oh my goodness. All the time I talked and nobody heard me on YouTube. I think now it's working, right?
I think Maybe now.
Yes.
Can you
Now they hear you.
Yeah.
Goodness, all the time I talked and nobody heard me on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I think now it's working, right? I think maybe now.
Yeah.
Now they hear you.
Okay, I have some echo.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I think now it's working, right?
I think I see. Is that from you? Do you have it on speaker, the YouTube stream? I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah,
You
I'm
have
just
some
muted.
from me too as well.
Okay, good.
I see it.
Maybe you
I
can.
muted it.
Thank you. All right, I began to think. Okay, I have it on again, and I will soon spiral into some echoing. But yeah, I think now finally we got the technical difficulties out of the way. So let's see where we are at now. We have some more happy birthday wishes on YouTube. Thank you, Shehaira and Siete. Thank you very much. And let's check out now the number 10 guesses, I think. Let's see what I missed, unfortunately. Solution is asking if Frankenstein is included in the list. No, this time she will not be there yet because we don't have the data yet after just 2 days. But next time she will be, of course, included and with an IPO as well. We have an IPO for Storm King Arthur of 6.875 million. So that is the estimate of the community in terms of where she will land in true power. But yeah, for the number 10 guesses, Destroyer is saying Swimsuit Dark Jean for number 10. Clover and Asher saying Bright Lancelot. Let me see. Destroyer hoping for burn going up. Well, maybe because of King Arthur. Could see that happening, but let's see.
Yes.
Okay, a lot of people thinking Bright Lancelot. Mordred, that would be an insane rise indeed, but yeah. Let's have some out of left field.
I think it could
guesses.
still be Odin.
Odin, right. I mean, why not? I mean, Storm. I mean, both Bright Lancelot and Odin are Storm units who could benefit from the Storm King Arthur release, which pushes potentially some Storm units because of her passive.
I do think it will be Storm and Burn that rise this time around.
Okay. Let's see. Solution is saying Water Sleeping Beauty. Axel is saying Swimsuit Dark Jean because of the stealth rise. Also, maybe because of Storm King Arthur. Ooh, on YouTube we have a donation. Thank you a lot, Sam. Wishing me a happy birthday. Much appreciated. The first super reaction in this stream I get shown here from YouTube as well. Awesome. Thanks a lot. Just want to pass this before I go to sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna try to speed this up now that we had such a delayed start. Really unfortunate, but yeah, glad you could still join the stream and all the other ones as well. I know that for a lot of you it's already getting late, so hoping to have all the top 10 revealed before you drift off into sleep. And yeah, we have Pine on YouTube as well. Thanks for the happy birthday wish and some W's for the donation from Sam. Much appreciated. All right, Edsonix going with some really wild bet with Lubu on top 10. That would probably also mean that some other burn units might join there. But yeah, I mean, the stun immunity is becoming more interesting again. So drift off to sleep any percentage when. All right, Lucy is expecting Musashi to drop into the top 3. Let's see. Okay, we had quite a few guesses already, but because we're already quite late, I'm gonna reveal a bit earlier this time that the right guess was not dropped yet. So it's not Bright Lancelot at number 10. It is not Odin at number 10. It is not Dark Jean. It is not Water Sleeping Beauty. I think that was most of the guesses. So
Yeah.
who else could it be
Well,
at
last minute
number
bet
10?
Rapunzel.
What are you saying, Archie?
Assuming last minute bet Rapunzel.
Oh, Rapunzel. Asher is also going with Rapunzel. Clover, I'm not sure if that is agreeing. Rapunzel would be doomed. Ooh, Dark Sun Wukong from Blood Moon, so that would be slight rise again. Ward Miller, fair, maybe.
Does Yukata Ludmilla have a stun ward? I can't remember. What wards
She's
does
stun
she
immune
have?
after the first hit for like 150 time units. She's stun immune, so that's at least something. And
Oh.
she has the elemental advantage against Storm King Arthur, so I guess that's some pluses there. Clover is going
Okay.
also Rapunzel, Axel going Dark Cindy, which would be quite a drop, but fair enough. Getting pushed back potentially. Thanks Sergio for the happy birthday wish as well. And also 2 on YouTube. Thanks a lot. All right. Let's see. We need a clue truck. Is the top 10 from top 11 below or just a rank down unit? It is a rank down unit. So it was a previous top 10 unit. Top 8 to 4 fire unit. That would be man, that would be a day that would be like insane in terms of a whole new makeup of the top 10. But something, I feel like something needs to happen still for that to be the case. Solution is going with Percival, Blood Moon going with Kaguya. I think Kaguya was already out last time, right? Out of the top 10, I mean.
Was number 12 last time.
Who is RDJ? Is that a new Dark Gene that is coming soon? The third Dark Gene, potentially? No, but I think I can reveal it now because we did get the right guess pretty straight away. I'm actually a bit confused now if I missed somebody saying it in advance, but anyways, here we go. We have the first reveal of today, and that is Rapunzel at number 10. Losing quite heavily, actually, 18.5% down in market price, over 1 million true power lost. And she only remains top 10 actually in Europe and in Americas. Yeah. That's a rough awakening for Rapunzel, literally. Only 72 days after her release, she's already down a bit. But yeah, actually, I'm not 100% sure where that is coming from. I mean, she is vulnerable to stun, to be fair, to some degree, I guess. But yeah, I mean, always a bit of a tricky usage unit because she's kind of for after sleep, but she also wakes up units potentially, which you don't necessarily want to see. Of course, her Crackening Smite is quite nice for finishing off some people behind, hiding behind guards, some units. It's because she's easy to defeat via Musashi. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, Musashi is a hard counter of Rapunzel. Then again, Musashi was already out last time, so that must be some delayed reaction. Looks like Rapunzel was not very popular in your video, Edsonix, as well, like compared to the other ones. Okay, used her as low-key entry. Yeah, I'm using her the same way, especially after Water. Anya is nice with the heal. So I think rather fair, but yeah, Lancelot, Rapunzel is down quite a bit. Let's see what happens after her second banner, actually. But yeah, she's already on the brink to fall outside of the top 10. The same cannot be necessarily said for the next unit, our number 9. Who could that be now that we know Rapunzel is down over 1 million? What are your guesses for number 9? Previously, number 9, thanks Clover for posting. Previously, that was Bright Lancelot. Destroyer is going with Odin. So that would be 1 rank up, maybe because of Storm King Arthur. Revolt of the Disney Princesses, nice. Clover also going with Blance, Escher going with Blance, Edsonix going with Odin, Blood Moon still going with the Dark Gene, Axel as well, Solution going with Blance, Briscott, Yukata Ludmilla, Remy Boro with Blance. Okay, a lot of diversity in terms of guesses here. In voice chat, anybody with a guess?
I feel like it would also be Lancelot because I'm trying to decide between Lancelot and Odin, which of the two is more likely to fall, and I think it would be Odin, so I'm guessing Lancelot for number 9.
Fair enough, fair enough. We also have some guess on YouTube from Siete that is also saying, okay, this will be Swimsuit Dark Jean or Angel Jean. Red Rose Gamers is saying hello. Welcome, welcome. West is saying Blance should be higher. Destroyer is saying 1 up for Odin. Aside from Blance, Odin is one of the choices for adding Storm King Arthur with her, if not for Blance. I do think Blance goes higher this month. Ah, okay. So a few people thinking Bright Lancelot should be higher than last time. And S. Savian also going with Odin. Yeah, a lot of agreements here. Oh wow! Now I thought I already revealed something, but
That's a fair point, actually. I do think it's true that Brad Lancelot could be higher because I do feel like as a guard, she never really got a spot in the top 10, even though she was a good unit, probably because of her release timing.
Yeah,
so now
with
that
King
she
Arthur,
has
it
like a
was
better
tough.
ecosystem of units around her, she could actually go higher.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, that's a funny point because Bright Lancelot was released 1 week before the original King Arthur, which was kind of a direct counter to Bright Lancelot, and now we have the next King Arthur, which is Storm King Arthur, which actually complements that Bright Lancelot. So quite the twist in terms of fates here for for Lancelot and King Arthur combos. Just someone with negative IQ is going with Angel Jean. So a lot of people also seeing some rise in stealth potentially because of Storm King Arthur. Of course, can be used with stun and stealth, or
Yes,
actually any team.
I do think that could happen as well because I did summon for King Arthur on my stealth team as well. So I do think there will be some riders in stealth teams, but probably not top 10.
All right. Yeah. That's fair. Let me see. So Sergio is asking if Storm King Arthur is already in. Yes, in the rankings, yes. We will still have to see if she is in the top 10. Quickly search for something. Is for the reveal. The image kind of evaded me. But let's see. Yeah, only Frankenstein is not in the data yet. Exactly. All right, good. A lot of diversity in the guesses, but I think we got it since since Truck is preparing the reveal exactly. A few of you actually got it, and but the reasoning of most people is still very sound. At number 9, we have coming in hot Bright Lancelot, who kept the same rank, but she went up in true power by 500,000. So that is nearly 10% increase in market price and a nice dividend that is paid to everybody who is long Lancelot in the Evertrade game. So congrats everybody who got it right. And I think even those who were saying they would expect Bright Lancelot to rise are not wrong here. As you can see, the true power went up quite nicely here for Bright Lancelot in combination with the Storm King Arthur release and of course the Musashi release, both of which are heavy buffs for Bright Lancelot, I would say. All right, very nice. So I think not a big surprise given that many already saw that coming, but moving up further, I think there will be some surprises to some people. So it will be interesting to see. Is Destroyer is already asking, is Odin gonna go down even with a Storm King Arthur release? Let's see. What are you saying, Archie?
I say I don't like the word surprise. Things never go good when you use that word.
No, I mean, to be fair, I think, I mean, it's not like I think the last times we had bigger surprises in store. This time nothing that really shocked me, I would say. But still some interesting movements, I would say. So Risco is saying, I didn't buy Odin, so yeah, she can go jump from the top of the mountain. Nice. That is the dedication to the Evertrade game that I want to see. All right, good. Then,
I
guys.
did buy her, though, so I want her to go up.
Nice. Okay, let's see. I mean, it's still not sure what's gonna happen, and also, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that some unit goes up in true power, for example, and goes down in rank. I mean, everything can happen, especially with new releases pushing forward. All right, number 8 guesses. Etsunix is going with Odin. Last time, thanks Clover for posting again. Last time number 8 was Rapunzel, so Rapunzel is already taken. It has to be a new number 8 now. Bright Lancelot stayed at the same rank. Ooh, okay, so you Odin guesses and then Solution, Asher, Remiboro, Savian are all going with Dark Cinderella. That is
Ooh.
interesting.
I want to go for Yukata Ludmilla or Odin. Yeah, Yukata Ludmilla. Even though her stun immunity is good, I think the fact that King Arthur has a move that can an easily accessible execute move will be able to overpower her.
True, and I mean Storm King Arthur does get the turn ahead of time, and I think Yukata Ludmilla quite slow, right? So I guess she might even be stunned before she gets attacked, but not quite sure right now. I don't have her speed in my mind, but I think it's quite low. So that's fair. Okay, we have also Clover going as the first one today with the Storm King Arthur guess at number 8. We have Destroyer going with Odin, Riscott agreeing with Archie at Violet Miller, as well as Blood Moon. Are the top 10 just rearrangement of the old ones? West is asking. Well, let's see. I mean, so far we only saw top 10 units from before, yes. But I mean, if we expect Storm King Arthur to land, then it can't be just a rearrangement. But let's see. Destroyer saying Dark Cindy isn't gonna go that low yet. Let's see. Axel saying Storm King Arthur not expected at number 8. Asher is saying Violet is the second best card. Blood Moon, yeah, sorry. Blood Moon, did you want to say something? Sorry.
Oh no, I said welcome new person.
Welcome. Oh, actually, yeah. Wow. Okay, we're getting very crowded here in the in the Discord. And also, I forgot to read the YouTube comments for a few minutes. Let me see.
Dude.
A few Dark Cinderella guesses on YouTube. Okay. All right. Destroyer thinking Dark Cinderella 6 to 7. Axel is going with Yukata Ludmilla at number 8 as well. Yeah, I think Destroyer that is somewhat fair. Light Anya, the best card, and then Blance and Yukata Ludmilla currently in a fight. I mean, Yukata Ludmilla, of course, much more to offer in her active skill set, but Bright Lancelot better against or with the recent releases. So there might be some balance there. Some new emojis from Axel as well. Nice. Yeah, Yukata Ludmilla P1 is currently a bit difficult to pull off, I think. And yeah, exactly. Burn teams, of course, being more prevalent also hurts Yukata Ludmilla. Let's see. Okay, then I think I'm gonna prepare the release or the reveal again already, because you guys are quite attuned now after the difficult first number 10 guess. We are having a very strong strong guessing performance now. And at number 8, as some of you have predicted, we have a unit that is going slightly down, but is top 10 in every single region. And that is Yukata Ludmilla. So just one rank above Bright Lancelot now. Yeah, 3.3% down in market price. Not a lot of movement, but yeah, not going up despite Storm King Arthur in theory having the elemental disadvantage against Yukata Ludmilla. But yeah, good guesses from some of you there. Very, very nice. W is a W, I guess. Indeed, indeed. Well done, Archie, as well on that guess. Good reasoning. But yeah, I think most has been said about Yukata Ludmilla. Musashi is such a strong counter against her that it's really difficult for her, although she was kind of on the trajectory to overtake Light Anya, I think, before that. But now that Stun and Musashi is back, it seems more difficult than ever to replace Light Anya as the top guard in Platoon 1.
And it definitely wasn't going to happen this month with Storm King Arthur, and Light Anya has that stun absorption, so she's definitely the better option right now.
Right.
I would say.
Exactly. And also, I mean, the thing is, I think Light Anya starts with the armor, right? So even if she absorbs the stun, the Regal Wavemaster, I think from Storm King Arthur shouldn't be enough to finish her off. So yeah, quite a good, quite a strong guard despite the time that has went by since then. All right, then let's move on to the number 7 already. What do you guys think? Number 7 previously was Yukata Ludmilla, so again, this is now taken. No way that number 7 will stay the same. Could be somebody else now. Solution is going with Dark Cinderella. Davian going for King Arthur. Destroyer Dark Cindy. Edsonix Dark Cindy. Clover Dark Cindy. Axel Dark Cindy. Okay, I can see a trend. Blood Moon is going Storm King Arthur. So we have 2 guesses so far. Nice. Riscott also going that way. Asher Dark Cinderella. Yeah, Archie?
Maybe Percival?
Percival. Yeah, I mean, Percival is also somewhat
I feel like it could be
somewhat vulnerable to stun, right? Because she really needs to get those turns to keep on living, I guess, with her very strong hold ground.
Honestly, I've never played her because I did not pull for her when she came around. I was planning to on my stun team, but then Storm King Arthur came, I took her instead.
Yeah. I mean, Storm King Arthur is definitely.
I've never actually used her myself, to be honest.
Storm King Arthur is definitely the more important, I think, for a stun team. So that's fair enough. Percival, of course, I think probably coming out in 3 days, right? For the next fountain would be very likely. Let's see where she comes in this time. But yeah, okay, then we have Percival guess, we have Dark Cinderella guesses, and we have Storm King Arthur. Excel is saying no too much usage in the I think Chinese Champions Arena or generally. Yeah. Storm King Arthur being the counter to Dark Cinderella.
Storm King Arthur is most likely not going to be number 7 because she's way too used, at least in the Asia cluster. So we see from top 50 we have a lot of people utilizing Storm King Arthur, and more likely she most of the time when I see her, she's always in Platoon 1. And either she's paired up with Musashi or she's paired up with Percival. And then if you don't have the right comp against her, she'll probably, unless you are a burn team, of course. Then whatever. Yeah. But the way I see it, yes, I really do not think Storm King Arthur is going to be number 7. If anything, she'll most likely be 5th place, I think.
Okay.
Because of how much I've seen her, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Let's see where she really comes in. I think the majority of guesses for now is Dark Cinderella for the number 7 spot. We have Sergio going for an impossible one, like Anya. Let's see. I mean, that would be actually kind of fun if the guards are all together in a group now. 7, 8, 9. Risk got immediately saying, not happening.
I mean, yeah, I don't think that's happening, but it would be funny.
It would be funny, yeah. I mean, honestly, because I didn't get her, I really hope she will fall at some point, but not sure if we are there yet.
We've been thinking about that for a long while, and it's not happening.
Right.
It just didn't happen.
Yeah, you think, like, when Yukata Ludmilla came out, it was like, oh, maybe she's gonna be the new top guard, and then, you know, the subsequent releases after Yukata Ludmilla kind of screwed her, so still, still no end in sight for Light Anya. I guess it's clear that she's gonna be in the top 7. Let's see where she will be in the top 7, though. That will be rather interesting. But for now, I'm gonna reveal the number 7. We heard some good reasoning from all sides for why certain units could show up here at number 7. It is actually a unit that was already a top 10 unit before, so it is not Storm King Arthur at number 7, but instead it is a unit that is dropping slightly. She is still number 3 in Europe, but the true power is going down. She is slipping a little bit, but still at 7.7 million true power is Dark Cinderella. Yes.
Yes, okay.
I mean, the usage is still extremely high. Just to point that out. I mean, 83.2%. That's probably, I think, the 3rd most used unit in the whole world right now in the top teams. But the thing is, you really can't run her in the in any successful P1s. I would say you kind of need to have her in later platoons right now, and that's why she is falling down. And more counters are getting released to her. So Storm King Arthur, of course, is a pretty good counter, I think, against Dark Cinderella. So you better hope that Storm King Arthur is already dead when Dark Cinderella comes onto the field.
Yes.
All right, this can't be lots of shocked reactions. 7.7 million for top 7. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the top 7 are all quite high. I mean, to be fair, number 7, Dark Cinderella, sounds a bit rough, but she's still a super strong unit, as you can see when she gets off the kind of demolition rate with her Berserker active, then she could take out 2 top tier units without any issues. So still has the potential for an extremely strong performance, but yeah, is mostly relegated now to later phases of the battle and hopefully turns the battle around for you, but not kind of brings the battle into the right direction for you from the beginning. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay, we're already getting some nice graphs here from Escher, who showed that we have quite the increase in terms of the top 5, I think, power levels in the recent months. Let's see if that trend continues with the number 6. Number 6 last time was Dark Cinderella. Yet again, this is already taken, so we will have to have a new unit here at number 6 that was not number 6 last month. What are your guesses, guys? Etzonix going with Percival, Clover, Percival, Solution, Percival, Savian, Percival, Bloodmoon, Percival, Riscot, Percival, Destroyer, Percival, Axel, Percival.
Yeah, the Percy one. I'm on Percy too.
You want Percy to what, Archie?
I said I'm on the Percival train too.
Oh yeah, you're on the Percival train. Got it. Riscot is backtracking a little. Maybe Scar, maybe Storm King Arthur. I mean, the IPO for Storm King Arthur, as we said before, was 6.875 million. So if she's coming in now, she's already gonna have over 1 million profit. Let's see where she will actually come in. But yeah, seems like a lot of Percival guesses, except Escher going with Storm King Arthur. Destroyer going with Cerberus. Why not? Why not? Ooh, West is saying it's getting harder to see Storm King Arthur in. Okay, so the first doubts if she's actually gonna make it. Blood Moon, who are you referring to with Japan being the cause of her rank dropping? Which unit? Destroyer seeing Water Anya dropping. Already some predictions for the future here from people, but let's focus on number 6 first. Risk got sold Water Anya, so hoping for the drop. Lucy on YouTube is saying Storm King Arthur will be top 4. Percival top 6, and number 5 Cleo is the guess from Lucy from YouTube. Got it. Let's start a must. Okay, well, let's move things along. I think this one is probably, how do I put this? Probably the least surprising, considering the unity in guesses. We have Percival coming in at number 6 with also quite a significant drop, similar to Dark Cinderella here. We have 836,000 true power loss. Nearly 10% down, but she's relatively stable among regions, I have to say, ranking 5 to 7 in each region, so still very good. Let's see where she goes after her second banner, if she can make another push upwards. But now she's under 8 million true power, which to be fair is still very, very high. West is saying her rerun will bump her up. That could be the case, but keep in mind that my data already, or my algorithms, I guess, already consider that Percival didn't have a second run yet, so she gets some boost in her true power from that. Let's see where she goes afterwards when she loses that boost. If not enough people are picking her up, then let's see. So yeah, a lot of people got that one right. I hope a lot of you also sold her in the Evertale trading game, because that is a bit of a rough loss on her. But yeah.
I just looked at I sold her twice.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Very good. Very good. That will be a nice profit.
I might financially recover from this.
Exactly. Last month for you was really that kind of meme. How I will never financially recover from this. But now back on the winner's route eventually. Blood Moon is saying Japan ruins the rankings for all characters, from what I've noticed. I don't agree. I mean, the Japan is having probably the highest whale density, so you could even argue that they have the best data on, you know, what can actually work if you have everything at your disposal. So I think Japan is quite important. I mean, that's why they are weighted so highly, of course, but also because they have so many server groups. I think they have 20 clusters from Japan right now, and 10 of them are considered in the true power rankings. So we have, oh, was it 10? No, 8, sorry. So 400 teams from Japan influence the rankings. Yeah, all right, let's see. Percy quite stable so far. Heavy loss. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, let's not dwell on the past for too long. I mean, Percival still a very good unit, but I think Storm King Arthur and Musashi both, yet again, like we said with Dark Cinderella, good counters against Percival, I have to say. I mean, she has some stun wards sometimes, but yeah, generally I think weak to stun, I would say, fair to say. And Musashi also killing her off quite a lot from what I've seen, because I run her in P1 as well. So Percival often getting killed there, but at least I like losing Percival more than Musashi, so for that she still has some use there for me. Okay, we have a top 5 guess already from Destroyer, the full top 5 list with 5 Cleopatra, Light Anya 4, Storm King Arthur, Water Anya, and Musashi at number 1. Okay, interesting. But let's focus on number 5 for now, and Destroyer is saying Cleopatra there. Archie?
I am also saying Cleopatra.
Also saying
Yeah.
Cleopatra. Got it.
I think, yeah, I do think she was a kind of, I did think she was a little bit overvalued where she is, even though she's a good unit. And even though now her pushback would be good against someone who runs King Arthur in first position, since it gets rid of her down.
Yeah.
I think she would still drop down to 5 to make space for better units.
Yeah, fair. Let's see what will be the case. On YouTube, we have somebody who is leaving, just someone with negative IQ. Sorry to see you, see you go. Have a good night. Thanks again for joining. All right. So, what are the guesses we have in the chat? Escher is going with Light Anya. West is saying it's safe to say Odin is out. Well, yeah, would be surprising at this point, I reckon. But I mean, let's see. We still haven't confirmed that Storm King Arthur is actually there. Savian saying watch Light Anya get number 1. That is actually one of my nightmares. I don't want I don't want guards to get the number 1, to be honest. That's some pet peeve of mine. I don't want that to happen because I feel like they're not game deciding enough to warrant that high position. Solution is going with Cleo. West is going with Storm King Arthur, as is Excel. Alright. Okay, C top 5 is splitting now. Okay, yeah, seems like a pretty even split between Storm King Arthur and Cleopatra guesses here. Interesting. Let's see. Locking in number 5 for Cleo. Destroyer is saying. Okay, I think there's a slight majority for Cleo at number 5. Just based on intuition from what I've seen here. Oh, Clover is actually going with Light Anya at number 5. Okay. Going against the grain here a little bit. And West is going Storm King Arthur at 5. Already quite a few people having some top 5 in mind, the exact order and everything. Savian going with Storm King Arthur at number 5 as well. Riscott saying Water Anya fell off hard. Is that a guess for Water Anya at 5? Could happen. I mean, honestly, Light Cinderella, I think the previous number 1 last year before Water Anya took over, also fell directly from number 1 to number 5, if I recall correctly. So it wouldn't be unheard of that a number 1 unit drops fast, especially with the high competition at the top we have right now. I could see it happening. Blood Moon is joining Clover with the Light Anya guess at number 5. Her entry passive is too broken for that, West is saying in regards to Water Anya. Fair enough. There's some good arguments for everything to be made. I mean, to be fair, we are already in a very, very high true power realm. So all the 5 units that are still remaining are definitely very strong in terms of what my data is saying. So all of them are really, really good to have. And now I'm gonna reveal the number 5. She comes in at 8.6 million true power. So I think that is yet again an increase for the number 5 position, if I recall correctly. She is number 3 in Japan, and in the other regions, she is just slightly behind. This is the reveal of Storm King Arthur at number 5, joining the rankings at quite a high true power. And Archie, I would say your bet or your IPO offer was really not that far off after all, right?
Yes, it wasn't.
So yeah, I mean,
and 8.6 was actually what I was considering from my original offer. At first, I was just going to subtract 200,000 from my last offer.
Oh yeah.
From Musashi 8.8. But then
I
I
mean,
decided to skew it a little bit lower so that I could get more profit from it.
that's
And
true.
that's
I
why I
mean,
went with 8.4.
yeah, I mean, it would only change the profit if you're moving the median with it. To be fair, but I mean, it's always a good
Yeah.
idea, I think, to go slightly lower with the IPO offer than what you expect her to come in, because otherwise, why take the risk, right? Because if if she comes in exactly at the true power that you expect and you buy her for that price, then I mean that's very little upside for you, right? All right.
Yes.
Good. A lot of people are saying, okay, they have profit. In America, Storm King Arthur is actually lagging a bit behind. Interesting to see. Number 8 there. But yeah, Storm King Arthur now available for trading, but will be interesting to see, I think, where she actually goes from here, considering we have these new units that are being released. Let's see how the interaction is with Frankenstein and Mary, who are Earth units with some stun immunity in their skill set. So that could be interesting. But yeah, big profit for quite a few people who got the IPO. Top 4 would be fixed like last month, Clover is saying. Okay. Number 4, Cleo, Destroyer saying as well. Sergio is not nailing it down, saying Light Anya or Cleo. Oh, on YouTube, Lucy is going with Light Anya top 2 this time. Thanks, Clover, for posting that. We had Light Anya number 4 last time. Risk got saying, please water Anya number 4.
Oh, I would love it. That would make me so happy.
Let's see. I mean,
but I guess I am leaning more towards Cleopatra again for 4.
I mean, that is fair. I mean, that is one of the. Yeah, I'm trying not to spoiler anything now, but let's see. Let's see now for first the top 4 guesses, I guess. Blood Moon is going with Light Anya. Archie is going with Cleo, and we have a few others as well going with Cleopatra. And Riscott hoping that it is Water Anya at number 4. Esha going with Cleo as well. Rimi Boro, Cleo. Okay. Riscott is still long Cleo, so hoping for a rise there.
Me and you too.
But yeah, I don't want to keep you waiting for too long because I know that it's getting late for some of you, and we already got kind of the right guess, I guess, from somebody. Half right guess, at least.
I guess we haven't heard. Did it? We haven't heard Musashi, so.
True. Nobody expecting Musashi to fall, despite Storm King Arthur actually possibly countering her a little bit, but also Musashi countering Storm King Arthur, so maybe it evens out. Alright, let me reveal to you, and I think this one is actually one of the bigger surprises. Well, I mean, surprise is relative. It is a unit. This is actually coming in at 9 million true power, so number 4, 9 million true power already. Quite impressive, and it is a unit top 5 in every single region. It is maybe surprisingly to many of you in terms of after the guesses we've seen. The oldest unit in the top 10 at number 5 we have, at number 4, sorry, we have Light Anya, who is going up in true power, but still is keeping that 4th position.
Is this her highest power yet?
I feel like it might be, right? I would have to check, to be honest. I have to check that kind of fun video that I made with the with the bar chart race to see how where she topped out. No,
that would be wild.
Light Anya didn't fall off. I mean, she kept the
Um,
same rank and she gained true power, so that's actually another push up for Light Anya, thanks to Storm King Arthur, probably.
yeah, I pretty much imagined that she would rise.
Mm,
Her stun absorb is very useful right now.
right. Yeah. The stun absorber. And I mean, what else? Which other guard? I mean, I'm using Light Ludmilla because I don't have Light Anya, but which other guard are you using, or can you use well in the first four right now, given that Musashi and Storm King Arthur are running around so much? That is, you basically are left with only Light Anya if you're not running a burn team, I reckon. Yeah, she synergizes super well with Musashi and Storm King Arthur, and also against them, because against Musashi she gets pushed back, Bright Lancelot comes in, and for Storm King Arthur she absorbs the stuns, so your team at least unaffected for a while. So yeah, I think that one is fair enough, although that leaves us with some top 3 that are still open. Let's see, what are your guesses for the number 3?
Yeah.
Okay, now, all right, Blood Moon, Solution, Clover, West, Asher, Savian, all going with Cleo.
Yeah. No, I'm still expecting Cleo because I've been expecting her since number 5.
Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, honestly, Cleopatra is a bit of a surprise for me as well, but I guess the value that she can bring to a P1 just by random banishing somebody from there and getting some guards out of the way for your Musashi to strike well, or your King Arthur to strike well and stuff like that. Just still really, really, really good. So bit surprising.
Yes.
But it seems like, yeah, she's still top 3 based on data. But where will she come in? Actually, let's see. Because Destroyer is already saying, surprise Pikachu face, Cleo at number 1, thanks to Storm King Arthur bringing down Musa and Water Anya. Yeah, it's still unpredictable. I feel like this time is a bit more unpredictable than usual. And Destroyer is actually kind of right, but not fully right. At number 3, we have a unit that is ranked number 1 in Japan, and that unit is Cleopatra. So Cleopatra coming in at number 3 with quite a gain in true power, 450,000 true power plus. Very, very impressive from Cleopatra. And yeah, she is taking the number 1 spot in Japan right now, and number 2 in rest of Asia, while the western side in Europe and in Americas doesn't dig Cleopatra as much. So there's quite the regional divide here. If it was just up to Japan and rest of Asia, Cleopatra might even go to the number 1 spot in the true power SSR world rankings, but it is still a worldwide ranking with 1,000 teams from all around the world. So Cleopatra comes in at number 3 with 68.8% usage, and that 212 days after her release. All right, a lot of people actually cheering, having some profit. Okay, nice, nice, nice.
Yes, I think I'm actually recovering. I haven't been wrong on any of the top 10.
Nice,
Power
well done,
increases
well
or
done.
decreases before.
What a comeback after last month that
Yes.
that left you a
Minor
bit.
setback for a major comeback.
Yeah, I think you were number 6, number 5 or something, and then out of the top 10 actually because of that, right?
Yes.
So maybe this is the move
Yes,
back
that's what I'm saying.
back to the top 10, hopefully. Let's see. Okay. Savian saying, okay, watch Odin as a number 2, no cap. Well, I mean, Storm King Arthur came out, so maybe this is the new era for Storm, and by extension for Odin, who was the last release of Storm before Storm King Arthur, even though it's already, what, like 7, 8, 9 months ago? 8 months ago, I think, the Odin release. So yeah, would be surprising. So now the big question is, who is gonna be number 2? I feel like we have an Odin guess here from Savian.
Water Anya. Please be Water Anya.
Archie going for
I
Water
want those
Anya.
beans.
Right. So you are short Water Anya, right?
Yes. Double short. I've been double short for the last 3 months.
Right. Yeah, last round this was a bit rough, but this time
Yeah.
maybe we have to change. Last time she went above 10 million true power again, and we are already above 9 million. But let's see. I mean, we are already at 9.4 million actually. So let's see where she comes in. Solution going with Himiko. Okay, nice. I mean, Himiko also a Storm unit that could benefit from the Storm King Arthur release. We have some disagreements whether Water Anya will fall from the throne or not here. Sergio going, Water Anya gonna lose it. West and Clover saying, no. Riscott saying Water Anya. Savian going Musashi number 2. Edsonix going Water Anya. Asher going Water Anya. Destroyer going Water Anya. Musashi going, Clover going Musashi, sorry. And Anya Meta. Let's see if the Anya Meta is still on. Light Anya gained quite some power, so that is nice. Alright, Musashi number 2 is a canon event. Alright.
No.
What is your thought? Archie, you're also going with Water Anya.
Yeah. I don't want the Cinderella streak to be broken.
Oh yeah, that's fair actually. Right now I think they're equal, right? Both are.
Yes.
That's actually a very good point. So Water Anya now has been on top at the number 1 spot for 7 months straight, which beforehand only Light Cinderella managed, and after 7 months she was overtaken by King Arthur, interestingly enough. So King Arthur ushered in the end of that top spot for Light Cinderella. Let's see if Storm King Arthur now ushers in the end of another era at the number 1.
Yes, that would be so nice.
And I'm gonna reveal it now. At number 2, we have a unit that is ranked number 1 in the Americas, number 1 in Europe, number 1 in rest of Asia, and number 4 in Japan. Number 2 is Water Anya.
Yeah.
She has finally lost the number 1 spot.
Yeah. Drum roll.
Big turnaround here.
We
Yeah, I mean, that's an 8% loss. I mean, still super high at 9.47 million true power, but no longer above 10 million and no longer above all the other units. And basically, Japan decided that because every other region still has her as the very best universal unit in Evertale, but Japan is saying nope, she's no longer deserving of the number 1 spot. Bloodman saying, see, Japan ruins everything. And yeah, Edsonix saying she fell off. Yeah, I mean, Storm King Arthur is really a really strong counter against Water Anya, to be fair. Everything else still relevant. Of course, Water Anya still with the entry effect super nice. Especially also I like it with the combination, even with Storm King Arthur, because then Storm King Arthur comes in with a triple stun, which might make things even easier. So in front of a stun platoon, I think Water Anya also quite nice. And of course, in front of a sleep platoon. Let's see, maybe Water Cinderella will help Water Anya yet again. I mean, Water Anya's true power has been quite volatile, to be fair. But yeah, very, very interesting, I think. Water Anya's reign finally coming to an end. This is the first time in 2024 that we don't have Water Anya at the number 1 spot. And yeah, as Archie said before, this is just in time, so Water Anya doesn't become the sole record holder in terms of consecutive number 1 months. That she will need to share with Light Cinderella. Although if she gets number 1 again, maybe next month, for example, then she would still have the highest number of months at the number 1 spot anyways. Let's see.
Yeah.
She's still very high. I mean, 9.5 million true power is big.
Yeah.
So every unit will have struggled to stay up there. Let's see who could be number 1 then, guys.
I mean, obviously, burn is the counter to stun, so obviously it's very rust, right?
Oh, yeah, true. Which of the burn units? Sorry.
Cerebrus. I'm joking though, but
Yeah. No, but maybe. Or maybe Mordred. I mean, Mordred we heard
maybe.
before. Mordred, kind of a nice unit that also sometimes works outside of burn. And could give the turn to all the stunned units. That you're already saying no more 10 million power units. Okay. Let's see. Maybe Loki. Right, why not? Loki probably, I'm not sure, the last non-burn unit probably that didn't make it to the top 15 ever, I think. Exo saying it's clearly Musashi. Etsunix also saying Musashi. Himiko number 1, also a possibility. I mean, we have the Storm Rise again, and so some of the recent releases, I think, make Himiko more interesting again. Tomboy takes this one. Yeah, let's see. I guess people are also quite a fan of the art of Musashi, who seems to be the favorite now for the new number 1 spot, which would be also interesting because then it's just another water unit that takes the top spot. So water would continue to dominate the number 1. But yeah, let's not keep you all waiting a bit any longer. I think for some of you it's already past midnight, so I really have to reveal it now. So here we go. We have the number 1, or rather the double number 1, as we say, and that is Odin at the coveted number 1 at the number 11 spot. And as some of you have predicted at the beginning of this stream, Odin is actually gaining true power, but she fell by 1 rank anyways. So she's out of the top 10, but still gained a little bit of true power. So good performance for Odin, thanks to Storm King Arthur.
Yeah, she's probably the best offense DPS Storm unit to pair her with right now.
Right. And I mean, it's just
Followed by Himiko, I guess.
It's just so easy to plop Odin into like P2 or P3 and get all these pseudo guards. Even though Musashi was kind of a counter, I feel like, to Odin, because she can just wreck all these birds in quick succession. But yeah, very, very good performance here from Odin. But who is number 1 then? Let me reveal it. Some of you have already guessed it, even though it is very difficult today to know the right answer now, who number 1 could be. It is somebody that is actually striving to be more than the number 1. It's actually somebody striving to be the number 0. And that is, of course, none other than Musashi with the absolute 0, bringing nihilism to the battlefield. And yeah, she is losing actually some true power, so that is maybe surprising to you. So quite the unusual thing that we see somebody taking the number 1 spot with actually lower true power than in the prior months.
Yes.
Actually, she is not number one in any of the regions. That is also maybe a first. I'm not sure, actually. I would have to check. But
Wow. Yeah,
she's
this
number
is
2 in Japan, number 2 in
interesting.
Europe, number 2 in Americas, number 5 in rest of Asia. But yeah, seems like the Japan weight is enough to kick her up across above water Anya. But it was not a clear thing. So as you can see, it's just like 100,000 true power between them. So this battle has not ended yet. But of course, congrats to Musashi for taking that number 1 spot. Quite the snowbally unit with her passives and her execute skill. Absolute zero. Definitely a deserved number 1, I think, and it's nice to see actually a DPS at number 1 again. Given that Water Anya, I wouldn't strictly say she's a DPS.
Yeah.
She's more of a kind of general support that just every team can make great use of. And so, yeah. Blood Moon is saying, wait a second, Trukrio, the usage rate doesn't add up. Well, how so? I mean, it's not true power is not all about usage. Then it would be a bit boring and very difficult for new units to ever make it up the rankings. And so yeah, that's why Musashi, even at 65.7% utilization, just has such a big impact, especially because in these 65% of teams, they are performing much better than the 35% teams that don't have Musashi. And so that is why she is number 1. Water Anya, of course, in nearly every team represented at 85.4% usage. But yeah, I mean, it was a close call, I think, but a bit surprising to see Cleopatra still at number 3, I think. That one was probably the biggest surprise for me. But it will be very interesting to see how Frankenstein, Genie, and Water Cinderella will change the top 10, because 3 new units in a row that will leave very little space and also make the air at the top much thinner. So I think Water Anya will still have some chances, I guess, to reclaim the throne, given her universal skill set. But let's see. Clara is asking for Lubu's ranking. Let me quickly check that. Lubu is coming in at number 20 this time, as the second strongest burn unit. Mordred at number 18 is the top running burn unit. That's also a bit interesting. I think that burn didn't seem to benefit from the Storm King Arthur release. I really would have thought there is a bit of an upward push, but they just pretty much stayed stable. So yeah, Mordred carries more than Lubu, I think is fair to say. But yeah, I'm not running burn, so I'm not super qualified on saying that. But I think Mordred has a more annoying skill set than Lubu, because Lubu is easier to kill than Mordred as well. All right. Whew. All right, then I think we can wrap this up. We have 2 water units now at the top. Let me quickly paste the new top 10 into the chat. Maybe even the top 14. Yeah, let's do the top 14 for good measure. This is the new top 10, or rather the new top 14. Kaguya is keeping her at number 12 spot, so well done there, even though she is losing some more true power. Water Sleeping Beauty taking a big loss, not as big as Rapunzel though, who lost the most from the prior top units. Yeah, and as you can see, Cleopatra, Light Anya, Bright Lancelot, and Odin are the ones that are going up, and all of them can be, I think, to some degree connected to Storm King Arthur's release. But yeah, 2 water units now on top, and then we have 1 dark, 1 light, 1 storm. Oh, it's actually a nice kind of symmetry here between number 3 and number 7, and then the first earth unit at number 8. So Frankenstein as an Earth unit might be interesting to see where she goes. Because for now, this is really strictly dominated by 4 elements here. This top ranking. Now that Storm King Arthur brought back Storm again. Oh yeah, you're right. Last month was also top 2 water. Damn. True that. It's not something that is completely new or out of left field. But yeah, that is where we are right now. But yeah, 4 units above 9 million true power. Not sure if that has happened before. So quite the density in terms of super strong unit that just every top team uses, or top team that is performing well uses. No top 10 fire units for months. Yeah, I think. Yeah, actually, I think we're closing in on maybe even 1 year. I think the only fire unit that was top 10
I'm
was
pretty sure the
Commander
last one
Astrid
was,
last year, right?
yeah, it was Commander Astrid.
Oh, and Bright Astrid was also top 10, yeah.
We've never had another one.
No. All these strong releases in 2024, not enough to bring it back.
I don't think so.
I mean, to be fair, with Commander Astrid, the burn wave with Commander Astrid was still something where some hybrid teams could be built, but now Sixer made it just extremely difficult to do anything except pure burn. And so, yeah, it's difficult. Oh, Clover is posting us here the September 2023 rankings, where we saw Commander Astrid at the number 8 spot still. Back then with 69% usage. Nice. But yeah, and we see Bright Lancelot at number 9 back then. So Bright Lancelot basically now at the same rank as in September 2023, 10 months later. Very, very impressive actually. But yeah, that's the power of cards for you. Damn, that's interesting to see the September 2023 actually. But yeah, Burn strong on new server though, yeah, for sure. I mean, Burn in general is just strong, but really hard to tech into. Debo3 is asking for the Dark Sun Wukong ranking. Yeah. She's at number 14. Yeah. And I agree that Chini looks very interesting.
Burn has its advantages. I feel like they are the current day Poison, because Poison had a time like that.
Right.
So they had the current day Poison.
I mean, Burn.
But I think they are very good for clearing events though, because they have a lot of
right,
multi-target attacks.
Yeah,
so they're very good for clearing events quickly.
Oh, that's actually a fair point, yeah. And I think, I mean, Burn teams right now are super strong anyways, at least for the usual meta teams. If you're free to play, like me, building some hybrid teams or something, Burn teams are really the ones that I have to be the most afraid of, because sometimes if the RNG strikes just right, I'm just not getting any turns and my whole team is just getting completely wiped by the strong 2024 Burn units right now, because all the stunning that is going on now, especially after Lubu is also joining the things, it's just wild, honestly, for if you're not having stun immune units yourself. So yeah, very difficult for me to face. And yeah, actually, good point. Angel Gene didn't seem to benefit much from Storm King Arthur release. She basically stayed the same in terms of true power, but is now 16th position. And Himiko is right behind her at number 17. So Himiko is actually rising, similar to Storm Gene. So all of them are benefiting from the Storm King Arthur release. All right. I think that's all for today. Thanks everybody for joining, even though it's for some of you quite late and for some of you it's quite early. After party for Truk, yeah, I mean, I'm probably just gonna lie down and nap a little bit as a celebration now. But yeah, thanks again for all the well wishes, and glad glad that all of you joined. I think we were quite a big crowd. Sorry again to the people on YouTube who might have struggled with the stream to join the right one at the beginning. Next time, next time I really have to get this right. And yeah, thanks for all the carrot cakes there in the chat. I have one. I have a little cake piece in my fridge that I'm gonna enjoy later as well. So thanks a lot, and yeah, I already had a slight celebration yesterday with some friends, so that was very nice. But thanks you guys as well, and yeah, stay tuned for all the new units coming out now that will maybe mix up the rankings yet again. And so that will be very interesting to see. As always, I'm gonna give you my reviews on the YouTube channel, and yeah, I think Etsonex previously posted something. Yeah, I'm currently trying to reach 3,000 subscribers. Maybe in 2024, that would be really nice. So if you haven't already, I would much appreciate subscribing to my channel. It is free, of course, and yeah, thanks a lot for all your support. Thanks again to Sam, who earlier posted a super chat. That is much appreciated. That is actually much higher revenue than I ever get from any of these live streams, just from one from one single super chat. So that is very nice and motivating to see. So yeah, W for Sam for sure. And yeah, thanks all for joining. Hope you had a fun time as well. Have a good night to all my friends in Asia and in Europe and in America. For you guys, a nice rest of your day. See you again soon, and stay tuned for some new videos coming up on the channel. And of course, feel free to adjust your Evertrade trades or positions after this reveal as usual. All right, thanks guys, and see you again soon.
Thanks
Cheers.
for hosting as always, and bye.
Thanks, Archie. All right.